there's been a lot of talk about Wall Street with the Occupy movement and everything, that maybe we should consider the validity of an opinion coming from Wall Street, or anybody that claims to be a member of Wall Street, or anybody that works in an office on Wall Street. Maybe we should stop and think about that for a second, because everybody has their own agenda. Everybody has their own goals in life, and they have things that they want to see done, and they want to do things to support whoever it is, or whatever it is, whatever ideal it is that they want to support. So by saying that a candidate has an economic plan that's supported by Wall Street, what does that really say? That says that people on Wall Street think that it will do good, that that plan will do good, that it will be a benefit to the people as a whole. Not quite. What they're basically saying is that, yes, we like this plan. This plan is going to do really well for them. See, I mean, the people on Wall Street, they're no dummies. They know their craft. They know the markets. They know the stock markets. They know how it works. These people are smart. Don't say that they're not, because they are. They got it figured out. They know how to work a system. The system's been in place long enough that they've been able to figure out the ins and the outs, and how to manipulate it, and how to benefit from the system that's in place. So when they say a candidate has a good economic platform, that's good for them. That's good for them. Okay, let's see if we can talk any examples. As I've done a little bit of research on the economic plans of some of the different candidates, most of them. The most interesting one was Romney. Mitt Romney had something like 150 pages worth of economic plans. Now, that sounds impressive, but really it's not, because half of that is spent Obama bashing. Now, that can be fun. That can be real fun. You know, I kind of like to take part in it myself, but it doesn't really do much to explain to the people what you're actually going to do to help better the economy and create jobs and everything that we need to do in this country. So the 75 plus pages that were spent bashing Obama and saying what Obama did wrong might help him politically, and that it separates him from the incumbent president, but it doesn't do anything to tell the people what it is that he's planning on doing. Okay, so half of it was straight, this is how Obama messed up, right? The other half starts out, each little section starts out with, this is the specifics of how Obama messed up on this, and this is my philosophy. This is my philosophy of what I would do if I were given the nomination and subsequently were elected to president. He doesn't, it's philosophy, it's ideas, it's rhetoric, it's all these things, all these non-specifics that get people elected to do nothing. Okay, that's what Obama got elected on. Obama got elected on all these just general ideas. We're going to have change. He didn't say what kind of change we were going to have. Alright? Change that you can believe in. Man, I feel sorry for all the people that bought into that and have to look at the state of affairs that we're in today, having lost our Bill of Rights. I feel sorry for you guys. I really do. And I don't think that it's your fault. I don't think that it's your fault. You were too trusting. Alright? You believed this guy. You believed him. And I can't fault you for your hope, the audacity to have that hope that our president instilled into you. Okay? I do not fault you for that. It is that same spirit, that same want, that same need for change that Ron Paul supporters cling to. Only our ideals are more solid. We know what he's going to do. We know what Ron Paul as president is going to do. We know the direction that he's going to take this country, and we believe. We don't hope. We know. We believe. We know that this is the right direction for our country. It's not gray. It's not a big mystery. It's not putting your faith into somebody and hoping that he will do right by you. No, it's not that. Because we know what he's going to do, and we know it is the right decision for this country. It's the right direction for this country. We know that unequivocally, beyond a doubt. I mean, we can't have another 4 years of this. We can't. But that's what we're going to get from Obama, from Romney, Newt, worse of all. Newt Gingrich. He gives me nightmares. If that man gets into office, I'm so glad he's doing so lowly in the polls. It's right where he belongs. I'm so glad that he has a ice. He's not going to get it. And that is the best thing that could possibly happen for this country, is that he does not get elected. He is scary. He has dictator written all over him. Okay. All right, so back to the whole Wall Street part of this. Wall Street, just like any other corporation, any other bank, they have a certain amount of clout. They have a certain amount of power. They got money, is what it boils down to. And politicians like to be friends with people that have money, because politicians who are friends with people that have money will one way or another get some of that money that their friends have, all right, in the form of campaign contributions, in the form of super PACs. That sound familiar? Those things sound familiar? Stephen Colbert? Any of the Colbert Nation in the House today? I mean, Colbert's doing it right, trying to get legislation saying that corporations aren't people. That's a good way to use a super PAC, all right? But starting a super PAC, and which you're not supposed to have any communication between the candidate and the people that are running the super PAC. Yeah, right. No communication. Every commercial that you see, every interview that you see, that is direct communication with your super PAC. With the super PAC that's supporting you. And see, the thing is, some of these super PACs have really deep pockets. They're funded by people from Wall Street. They are funded by big business, big bank, that sort of thing. So it's just another way for candidates to get the unlimited resources needed to sway public opinion through the mainstream media propaganda force that's already in place. Turn your TVs off for the rest of this election, please. It'll do your conscience a world of good. It'll do your mind. Your mind is rotting right now, so turn the TV off. Don't turn this off. Finish this video and then go turn the TV off. But it's all about, it's the people. The people should be the one with the power. All right. Now, our judicial system has declared that corporations are people, that they have the same rights as people, and that's a big mistake, because corporations are not people. Corporations are collectives of people. Corporations are representative of a group of their shareholders. Okay, so it's a group of these people with a common interest. What would that common interest be? Oh, money. Dollars, dinero. That's all they want. Okay, they just want to line their pocketbooks however they can. If there is an investment to be made that will create jobs, ultimately giving them more money, they will go ahead and make that investment, but not if there's not a profit to be made. They will not take losses. They will not even take stagnation. They will not take a plateau. All right? If they do not report gains each quarter, they are failing. If they do not report substantial gains each quarter, they are failing. Okay, this is true with any major corporations. All right, I've worked the corporate, it's sickening. All right, it is sickening. I've been in it, and it's gross. You feel just dirty. You need to go home every day and take a shower because it's just, the filth is stuck to you. Okay, it's not about the people. If you're a lowly underling at one of these corporations, say a retail corporation, you're at the bottom of the food chain, dude. There's no working up from that. All right, man. You might get like a retail management position, but you're not moving vertically. It's the same with the class system in America, dude. There is no vertical movement, or very limited vertical movement, in the class system in America, and that's the way that they want it. That disappearing of the middle class, That's not a fluke. That's not a phenomenon. That's according to plan. All right. There's a 1% that has 99% of the wealth in America, and that's not good, right? So the middle class is disappearing. Nobody's moving into the upper class. That means we're all poor. We're all poor. We are all poverty-stricken individuals. We might as well, we're minorities. And I say that a little bit in jest because it is that ideal that minorities, majorities, ethnicities, the black vote, the white vote, the Hispanic vote, the evangelical vote, all these votes that they're talking about, the independent votes, it doesn't matter. There's no different type of vote, okay? There's only a vote. There's no precursor to whatever it is. If you go in there, you fill out that ballot, all right? It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, gay, straight, Santa Claus. It doesn't matter, all right? It is a vote that you cast. There is no reason to be forcing segregation on this country except that they want to keep us divided. They want to play us off against each other. They want white men to hate black men, all right? They want Hispanics to hate white men. They want Whitey to be the enemy. Whitey's not the enemy, okay? Whitey's not the enemy. Corrupt politicians are the enemy, all right? Big banks are the enemy. Corporate greed is the enemy, all right? The enemy, we all have a common enemy, and we cannot be divided and be fighting against ourselves about what we think is right or what we think is wrong. No, we all know what's wrong. And we all know what's right. We all know what needs to happen to fix this country, all right? Deep down, even the people that don't support Ron Paul know this. They know that he's right. They're afraid of his foreign policy because they're scared. Well, you know what? I'm more afraid of getting one of these other guys in. Yeah, we're going to go through a correction. Nobody wants to talk about that. Only Ron Paul's going to talk about that. Only Ron Paul's going to talk about the inevitable correction that we're going to go through. We're going to have a depression. It's going to go downhill. It's going to be a little scary there for a minute, but the best thing that we can do is get that over with, make it happen fast so that we can get back onto the road of prosperity. Every other candidate, including Obama, wants to sit there and say, we're going to make it through just fine. The economy's, and we know what we're doing, and we're going to turn this economy around, and everybody's going to be happy. Everybody's, there's no bread to feed the children. Then let them eat cake. That's what they're saying. So, Ron Paul realizes this. He's a realist. He has been right on just about everything the man has said. Predicting the housing collapse, predicting Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, predicting, the economic downfall, the gold standard. I mean, this stuff goes back to the 70s when he first decided to take office, all right? He's consistent. He's a constitutionalist. He is the hope for America. What does that have to do with Wall Street? And it seems I've got a little off topic, but he is not endorsed by Wall Street. He does not get any money from Wall Street. He gets the majority of his money. He gets all his money from the grassroots, from people like me and you. All right, he gets more money from the military than any other candidate combined, including Obama. All right, so there's something to be said when he has this overwhelming support, and I know that the majority of Americans are actually with me. I know that. One way or the other, whether they want to admit it or not, the majority of Americans are with the Paul heads, the Paulites, the Paul bots, whatever you want to call us. You're with us because you want the same things that we do. You just don't know it yet. Alright, leave comments. I'm not going to reply to them. Got a couple that were positive so far, so thank you. I guess I lied when I said I wasn't going to check them, but thanks, appreciate it. Please leave video comments because what good is talking if nobody's going to talk back? So, hey, keep doing your thing, Patriots. Peace out.